Why do you always say Jesus came to spread peace and love? If you look at Matthew 10:34, Jesus says, I have not come to bring peace to the earth, but a sword.
I think before we question regarding Jesus and his words, we do need to understand the context of the verse, and reasoning is important for us if we would like to understand the Bible. Therefore, let's try to find out why did Jesus say he came not to bring peace but a sword. So, welcome guys to my channel. If you are new here, please do subscribe and share with your fellow being. And don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section. So let's try to learn. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 to 36 describes Jesus telling the disciples that he came not to bring peace to the world, but a sword. Now, Jesus' sword was never a literal one. In fact, when Peter took up the sword to defend Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus scolded him and told him to put away his sword. For all those who draw sword will die by the sword. Matthew chapter 26, verse 52. Then, why then did Jesus say, He do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth? I did not come to bring peace but a sword. What kind of sword did Jesus was talking about? Now, she said that the word sword does not appear in the Quran. Now, as Prophet Muhammad grew in the power, he began to use violence in order to obtain his desire. He ordered the murder of the many people. He himself did not go out and commit the murders, but he had men who were willing to do his killing for him. Now, Prophet Muhammad had marched upon the Makkah with an army of at least 10,000 soldiers. These men were tough, dedicated Muslims. The Makkah leader did not think that they could defeat Prophet Muhammad's army. Therefore, they decided to surrender to Prophet Muhammad. But however, Prophet Muhammad did not destroy the Makkah or massacre its inhabitants, but Prophet Muhammad did remember some of his personal enemies. They had mocked him year earlier. Among the names of Jesus Christ is that the Prince of Peace. Such verses as Joshua chapter 9 verse 6 and Luke chapter 2 verse 14 and John chapter 14 verse 27 make it clear that Jesus came to bring peace, but that peace is only between man and God. Those who reject God, and the only way of salvation is through Jesus Christ. John chapter 14 verse 6, and will find themselves particularly at war with God. But those who come to him in repentance will find themselves at peace, because God of Christ sacrifice we are restored to a relationship of peace with God. Romans chapter 5 verse 1. Still, it is expected that there will be conflict between good and evil, the Christ and the Antichrist, and the light and the darkness, the children of God and the children of devil. Conflict must arise between the two groups, and this can and does happen within a family in which some are believer and some are not. We should seek to be peace with all men, but we should never forget that Jesus warned we will be hated for his sake, because those who reject him, hate him, they will hate his follower as well. John chapter 15 verse 18. And I hope you guys like this video. Please do subscribe and share with your fellow being. And don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section, and many more episodes are coming up.